Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. Alright, in the United States today is Thanksgiving, and in honor of that, I've been actually thinking about this for a while, dithering back and forth whether I'd actually do it or not, because I'm kind of new on the smoker, and this kind of seems like maybe a big thing, but we're going to try it. We're going to smoke a turkey today if we can. It's about 10 in the morning. And with a bird the size that I have, it's going to take about 8 hours to do it. So I got to start now. So let's get going on this. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. This could be the Miracle on Ice, or this could be the Hindenburg, and neither of us are going to know until we finish this video up. So let's see what happens. This whole turkey thing for Thanksgiving is going to be completely new for me because I've always counted on Mom to make turkey, but this is actually the first Thanksgiving I'm not spending with her. So, like I said, I got to figure this out on my own. So this is my bird. Since I'm one person, I decided to try and get as small a one as I can because I don't want it to go bad. So really the smallest one I could find in the store that wasn't like the size of a chicken was this one. This one's about 15 pounds. So that's going to be a nice, we're going to have some nice sandwiches and stuff like that over the next few weeks, and that's fine. I'm also going to make some mashed potatoes, and of course we're going to have my grandma's cranberry jello salad dessert thing that we made the other day. So that's going to be my Thanksgiving meal. So the first thing I got to do is unwrap this bad boy and remove the giblets. Yeah, that's going to be just like frog dissection in biology class. Yum yum. All right, there's our bird. I've performed the gibletectomy, so I think next thing we're going to do is I have a rub that I'm going to put on this. I've never tried this rub before. It's actually kind of recommended by the guys at HEB. They thought it might be good and might be a good mix with the smoker. So let's see what happens. So the instructions I have just say we want to just kind of dry the bird off with like a paper towel or something. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna coat it with olive oil, and then we're gonna attach the rub to that. So I flipped the bird over, dried him off. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to give it a nice coating with olive oil. I'm glad I bought that olive oil that I reminded myself to do a few days ago. And then I just got a little basting brush here, and I'm just going to kind of give the whole thing a nice coating here. It's funny, I was just painting yesterday, now I'm painting a turkey. Funny how that works, huh? So yeah, this is a rub I found that I'm going to use. It looks kind of interesting. It's kind of for a variety of things, including pork and poultry and that kind of stuff. So this should hopefully give it a nice little flavor, and let's see how it looks, how it smells. Alright, so that's I got a good covering on that. It actually smells pretty good, so I'm looking forward to seeing how this turns out. I'm going to just let this kind of soak here for a minute, because what needs to happen now is I need to begin heating up the grill. Alright, so I'm going to power up the grill, and we're going to preheat it to 225. I'm going to actually use both of the probes. I only have one of them out here right now, but I'm actually going to probe different parts of the turkey so I can monitor the internal temperature. Because what you want to do is you want to get the internal temperature to 165 in the turkey, and that's going to take some time. And I'm going to be smoking it with hickory chips today. So since this is going to be going for a long time, I actually filled up the hopper again just so I make sure we don't run out of pellets in the middle of this. I've also transferred the bird into this 9x13 pan lined with foil, just because I want to kind of minimize the drip damage that's going to happen, because you know that there's going to be all sorts of juices coming out of this thing. Plus, with the 9x13 pan, if the juices are collected, I can gather them up in my baster and baste the meat and keep it moist, and that's one of the things we really want to do too. Now I know some of you may be saying, hey, you're having a traditional Thanksgiving dinner, but where's the stuffing? I decided that, well, stuffing is okay. It's not probably my favorite part of the Thanksgiving meal, and it adds an extra layer of complication. Maybe that's something we'll try in another year, but right now I just want to kind of focus on the turkey. This turkey, not this one. Alright, we're basically up to temperature on the grill right now, so I'm going to move the turkey into the grill and let's get this thing going. Alright, in about 8 hours we will have some turkey, hopefully. Alright, so we're about 6 hours into this now. Temperature, as you know, we're shooting to get a about 165. Currently it's 140, 147, depending on the which probe you're in. And they're in different parts of the turkey, so it doesn't surprise me that they might not be exactly the same. But yeah, I don't know. It looks like it's coming together. Can't wait to try this out. So I think what we'll do is we'll wait another hour or so, and then we'll start preparing the mashed potatoes. I'm going to do those just from scratch. I just got 2 big humping massive baked potatoes, and we'll chop those up and I'll show you how that all is done. Those are actually pretty easy to make. Alright, 8 hours in and we are getting close. Our target temperature is 165 degrees and I got one probe that's showing 159 and one that's showing 161. I think it's time to start the mashed potatoes. Now mashed potatoes are really easy to make. First thing I'm going to do is cut this up into little chunks, probably like 1-inch cubes. Now a lot of people aren't really into the skin in their mashed potatoes. I actually like it, so I'm not gonna peel the potatoes. I'm just gonna cut them up and we're gonna cook them just like this. If you're not into the skin in your potatoes, then you know, definitely peel them before you go. But I'm not, so I'm just gonna cut them up like this. I've already begun heating up the water to do it, so hopefully while I'm cutting my potatoes, the water will hit a boiling temperature, and then we'll go from there. I actually had to update to a bigger pan. The one I originally chose just wasn't going to cut it, so I either was going to have to make 2 pans or just put it into this big one, so I just transferred everything into the big one. Alright, we've hit an internal temperature of 165 degrees. I've pulled the bird off of the smoker and we're going to let it rest for about 15 minutes. In the meantime, our potatoes are getting pretty close here, so we're going to get those going here real fast, and hopefully about the time they're done, the meat will be ready. Alright, so the potatoes have been on a boil for about 10 minutes now. They're nice and soft, so I think the next thing I'm going to do is start mashing them. So I've added a little bit of milk and some butter to both offer a little bit of kind of liquefy things a little bit and also kind of add to the flavor a bit. So like I said, I'm just going to keep mashing this until we get it all nice and lumpless. Alright, so this is coming along real nice. I added a little bit of crushed black pepper for flavor. You can put salt in there. I generally don't do salt, so I think this is just about ready. And actually didn't make any actual gravy, but I went and got some at the grocery store, so we'll have a little bit of gravy too. I'll nuke that and that'll be real good with the potatoes. And we'll start cutting up this thing here pretty soon here. I think this is just about ready. Alright, so there is my Thanksgiving dinner. I've actually taken a little bit of a taste of the meat. The meat tastes pretty good. Potatoes are really good, and of course we know what the cranberry jello dessert is. So there we go. I think that's all that I have for today. So thank you as always for watching, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Good night, everyone.